Great Biafrans, lovers of freedom, Akpan Asoko is bringing to you as they happen update live and direct from Abia State, the Enyimba city, where all Biafrans have shown happiness, jubilated over the development from the progressive nature of the incumbent governor of the state, whom Biafrans have been considering amongst all Biafran politicians that are working under Nigerian government currently, and he is considered as one of the few who will be brought in from Nigerian, as few people that worked under Nigerian atmosphere as political leaders because of his progressive nature. And this development coming from Abia State right now as we speak is so very disheartening, as the very resources of Abia State people seems to be falling down the drain. Then I give you the update, then we discuss. The update is the power plants that have been so celebrated, the power plant that has thrown the whole of Nigerians in a seeming happiness, and that have given a very big concern over the social media, a positive one for that matter, has been set ablaze. It has been set ablaze, and a lot of pokings. The Fulani herdsmen have been poked, and the other groups there in other states now pointed at the previous governors who used their witchcrafty, and some say the previous governors sent their talks and they, poured inflammatory materials there and lighted it up. The accusations are coming from left, right, and center, and most of the people who are commenting are even owning up, and not hiding their faces. The very people that said it is Fulani herdsmen, none of them truly have any evidence, because here in Zoological Republic there is no good security system like we have in the Western climes, or even in Asian world, where people put up CCTV across all government facilities and even in the street, so that whenever any issue of security threat comes up, the security men can easily go to their viewing board and find out what happened when they were asleep or when they were not watchful. And this is not the situation here in Biafran land, not here in Zoological Republic. And this is one of the main reasons we are living. Now, this brings us to the very point where we have to tell you what we are telling you again, that no matter what effort you do, you bring on board to make Biafran land work under Nigeria, it will all amount to futility. It will all amount to wastage of effort and resources. And Biafrans are not ready to keep on in this trial and error method that has lasted for over 60 years, where people keep trying what is not working. As we speak, many people who saw the disappointment of the highest order they witnessed in the 2023 just concluded general election, which the Zoological Republic called election, the Jagoda Professor Mahmoud carried out, and in consonance with the will of the Caliphate. This is what some people still want to be trying. When you tell them to vote for their own freedom, they tell you, oh, why are we voting? Who put up the system? Who is in charge? Who is supervising this referendum? Who is conducting the referendum? Under whose watch? Is UN involved? Is Nigerian government involved? That under normal circumstances, Nigeria should be the one to conduct it, and then UN observe it to ensure that it's a smooth progress and success. And these same people will want to witness or continue to see a situation where they call the very organized election by the Nigerian state itself, and they still see that it ends up being a complete waste of resources and waste of time. and these same people are still ready to keep entertaining this kind of jagoda arrangement called democratic process. And we have tried severally to prove or to teach our people that yes, under the normal provisions, that the United Nations is supposed to be the one to monitor every referendum that goes on in the world, and the country where the exiting states or exiting people, the nation going trying to carve out, is still residing under, just like Nigerian case. So it is supposed to be Nigeria that will conduct the referendum for the people, and the United Nations will monitor it. But this is a peculiar situation, and just like it has happened over 64% of the countries that just carved out never followed this standard. Different people who had their freedom in the recent years, and even earlier on in the era of organized state system, most people who carved out, most countries who carved out, never observed this normal standard. Different people took different approaches. I keep saying it. If you are a student of history, you will understand what I am saying from where I'm going. Starting from 1778, from 1738 or so, where the Norwegians and Sweden people had their own referendum. And you see what transpired when the Portuguese carved out. When, if I taken the memory lane, you see that a lot of these people, including America, never observed any international standard. They had their freedom. Britain never supported America to carve out. So in these different cases, as I'm citing till now, UN, in the recent, even the Crimean, no matter what you want to say, whatever is your view, never supported the ousting of Crimea. But they still did it, and it is working, it is holding till today. So our people must wake up and face the reality. Go out and cast your vote. I am using the case of Abia State currently, where the governor is an absolute progressive-minded fellow. He is a very genuine, ready to work, ready to make things work, ready to change the history of failure and disappointment, ready to bring the resources of Abia State people to usefulness, ready to make sure that Abia people enjoy the dividends of democracy, all in to bring in his brain, and his team are really doing this with sincerity of mind, where politicians who always wanted it to remain the business as usual for him to share the money are disappointed. Now, a lot of collaborations, a lot of joint forces are now playing out here. Irrespective of the sincere team and commitment of the governor of Abia State to make things work, but because we are still in this atmosphere of Abia State, it is now a sad story. That power plant that everybody is celebrating is on fire. It is set on fire. Everything is going to ruins as we speak. It is because there are all so many interplaying forces, all because we are in Nigeria. The past governors don't want anybody to change the history so that other people will begin to see them as devils, as Satans incarnate, and Satans themselves. Now, other people are there playing out because the governor refused to bring the money for them to share. They are now connecting with the previous governments, either with the camp of Orji Kalu, either with the camp of T.A, Orji, or with the camp of the Alfonsi, Ikpeazu, the Utelensi round. Is now the ones, they are all conniving. Just a few days ago, it was discovered that the EFCC saw 800 and something million US dollars in cash in his custody. After a day or two, the Alfonsi came forward on social media to put up a disclaimer that it is, after all lies. What actually happened is that the EFCC men, the operatives of the EFCC, actually had a meeting with this Alfonsi to know how they will share this money found out. That is why you have not heard anything from the EFCC since this accusation, this rumor was trailing over the social media. The EFCC never come forward to say no. They never carried out any operation. They never uncovered any such humongous amount of money in the custody of this Alfonsi. Now you should ask yourself, What has Ikpeazu ever done in his life to be in possession of the kind of, even apart from this particular accusation that is going flying about, what the kind of fleet of cars that you see in his convoy, the kind of luxury that you see him using, the one that is open to man, to everyone to see. As just a governor, what is the allowances of a governor? What is the price, the salary of a governor for 8 years? Is that enough to make? Is he not eating for this all 8 years? Is he not running his family? Are there no hospital bills to pay? Then is that what has made him this much a billionaire overnight? What is his history? Has he any business? We know him, we know how he started, how he was a very hungry man, how he was a student of University of Calabar. We know how he was there as a commissioner of environment. We know his antecedent, and nobody can tell us that Ikpeazu can be in control of the humongous amount of resources such as is in his control today, that he is flaunting about and nothing happens. And even the current governor, who is performing very marvelously well, cannot even summon the courage to expose him and also bring him to book, and as well the previous governors before Ikpeazu in everything. Then why do you think this current governor cannot probe him? He cannot probe him because we are in Nigerian system where corruption is so very well covered, where corruption fight is just a joke, where corruption fight is only a fight of political enemies. Once you are identifying with the ruling party, with the ruling team, with the cabals that are in charge, whether you're in opposition or not, you are covered. You can only be brought to book when you are in disagreement with the powers that be. So, fellow Biafrans, I am using this scenario now, the situation going on in Abia State, where the Abia State power plant that has given hope to Abia State people, has given hope to Biafran industrialists, that has given hope to a lot of people who are not even of Igbo origin, the Biafran origin, to come and invest and start up a good life. There are other group of people who are accusing the development that there are some elements from Yoruba extraction, from Lagos, from Yoruba extraction, who don't want Abia State to divert the attention, the economic robust enjoyed by Lagos State, because they are the ones that have a good setting for a thriving economy. So that Abia State is coming to thrive, and the spirit of Abba that they've always known, if the Abia State go the way he's going, that will be that will really depopulate the Lagos and then reduce the strength of Lagos economy by the reason of what the governor is calling for. Because the Abia State governor is suing the federal government of Nigeria. He has actually applied for a suit, a very fresh suit, which he has bombarded and filled about 15-page, demanding to know why the federal government have denied to grant Abia State an international airport and to open up the Ibaka seaport, the seaport that are around Abia State, so that Abia State will become a full-fledged, robust economy to compete with other developing states of the world. So this is the development. We are telling you that what we have in Biafra, if we have very good brains like the current Alex Oti, the governor of Abia State, in Biafran land, we cannot stay up to 5 years, that is half a decade, without attaining an enviable economic status. So, fellow Biafrans, you have to join us. If you have those of them who are bringing the argument to you, see, Abia State is working, that's why we told you to keep this, your Biafran agitation down, let's make Nigeria work, Nigeria is better. Tell them that there is nothing you can do, that they should use the Abia State case right now to see that there is nothing you can do. When you want to bring any tangible development in Southeast, currently as they call it, or Biafran land, that the politicians in Biafran land who are working with the Fulani Caliphate and the foreign powers that doesn't want us to have a developed environment, they will connive with them and frustrate this effort. Take this message home, take it to your bank it, and then tomorrow come to thank me. Thank you, fellow Biafrans, as you join us in this referendum. Do your best to ensure that you are voting, that your family is voting, your friends, your well-wishers. Take this message to them that we will have a wonderful environment and livelihood when we support the good cause. The kingdom of God on earth is here to put smile on the faces of all those who believe in them, who believe in what we are doing, who believe in freedom, who believe in well-being. Thank you, and may Chukikaba bless you. It's still Akpan Asokwo, your favorite presenter, your most rugged and very fervent, dogged a media warrior and political analyst. Follow us, share our videos, like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and very importantly, drop your comments so that we know your opinion. Anytime you want us to go live so that we have interaction, one-on-one interaction, you put up a date on the comment section, tell us within this 1 week interval you want this date. Then from the number of dates, from the number of persons who say it is this day, for instance, on Sunday, on Saturday, then we will know when to come on live and we discuss. Thank you. Thank you. May Chukikaba bless you. Akpan Asokwo, you will hear from us in no distant time. You say